Hey, yeah, I'm so excited. Welcome back, friends. So I finally got the access to go live and I love it. All I had to do, the setup was like the same if you're familiar with posting YouTube. It allowed me to create a thumbnail before I even came live and do the title and the description box and all those little things. The only thing I wasn't able to do from that screen was set up like how the end of the video should look with the card option and like um, previewing other videos for people to watch. But other than that, I think this is going to work great because I used iMovie the last two videos and it took actually a long time to download. And so I'm not sure why, but this is going to work great because as you can see, it's very late. So I don't have time to do all of that. I should have told you in advance. I don't really do social media on Sundays. So even though I'm doing Vlogmas, it's with a little bit of a twist on it. I was supposed to come back today and tell you about how I got into derm, but I'm going to hold that for tomorrow when I have energy and time. But I do want to catch you up on a few things that I did. So last time I talked to you, I went furniture shopping. Yesterday, I filmed 2 episodes with my mom for the Melanin Initiative podcast on faith and medicine, which is a new series that we're starting. I I'm super excited. I scheduled an appointment with a dermatology provider. She's actually a PA out here in Northern Virginia. I've been looking for a very long time. I have very specific criteria for who I want to see. And really excited. It's going to be my first time being seen by a PA. And yeah, I'm really excited. She does social media, so I'm thinking about reaching out to her in advance just to like introduce myself and see if I can get some footage during my video. I would love to share that. And this is going to be a medical consultation for some hyperpigmentation. And then after that, I want to continue to see her for cosmetic stuff. And I'll definitely share that here. No progress on the vlog camera. But I would love to get that before I see her, especially if she agrees to do content, if I reach out to her. Giving, I tried to register, but it looks like it's actually sold out for in-person tickets. It's a little bit confusing because I saw a post on Instagram about it and it said it was 50 bucks. And then that was posted like most recently. But then when I went back through their feed, maybe last week, they also posted that they were sold out. And so I don't understand why they would post that they were sold out and then later post someone showing that you could get tickets. And so when you go to the website, there's 3 tiers. One tier for like 1 day admission is like $85. But when I click on that, it takes me to a page that the options are either 25 or 50. And it looks like those are donations. So anyway, I messaged them yesterday. I haven't really had time to even go on Instagram to see if they responded. But nevertheless, Wednesday is a virtual day and that is free. Um, and it was kind of a last minute decision. So if I don't get to go, that's okay. I can go next year and I'll be much better prepared because I really didn't have any preparation for this one. I just wanted to be uh, in the building. And then there was something else I was going to tell you guys. But anyway, so the plan for this week, besides continuing to do these, and I'm so excited I can do these live, hopefully get a camera. Tomorrow's the puppy's birthday. I want to take him to the dog park. I did a whole bunch of grooming for him on Saturday and probably make him a mug cake, which I did last year. Um, Work is work. We have a regular work schedule. One reason I'm going to bed so late tonight is because I had a lot of charting. And these last few weeks, I've been thinking, like, I'm so glad I waited and I didn't try to transition while I was still in school because it would have not been possible. I would be so stressed right now if I was trying to get grad work done and even my DMP project while doing all of this, the charting, the learning, it would have, and plus all this other stuff I have going on trying to get my life together. So I've just had a lot of reminders lately of how pleased I am with that decision. Um, I feel like, oh, so then me and my colleagues were supposed to be doing a spa day. So I did spend some time yesterday putting together a list of spas in the area, as well as some places we can go eat, and then some like like festive events that are taking place. So whether we do it on the same day or not, at least we know what's coming up. And if I don't do it with them, I can do it with my friends and my family. So lots of cool things. I might share some of those. I don't know if I'll do any of those during Vlogmas. One thing that's super cool, and I probably am not gonna link it in this video, I'm just gonna be honest. Maybe when I come back later and watch it, I'll update the description box. But there is there's like a festive light display for Chinese New Year's. It looks gorgeous. So I definitely want to go to that. And that's like the top of my list. The other, and then like the botanical gardens, that's my favorite museum. So I would love to go see lights over there. Those are kind of the two main things. I did catch up with a friend yesterday, my friend who named me godmother. And so I think I'm going to go to Michigan next month. Well, I'm going to Michigan next month. So we chatted yesterday about that. And we spent so long on the phone. I didn't get to finish this article that I'm in the process of writing on how to start a podcast, which is another requested article. Tomorrow's kind of a busy day at work in terms of like documenting. So I don't know if I'll even have time to work on to finalize that article. And then come in here and talk to you all. Um, and do his birthday stuff. So now that I'm talking out loud, I don't think it's gonna happen. Um, Probably not till Wednesday, but it's pretty much written. I just want to like read it over, edit, and I use Webflow, and so I have to put everything over there. I like to read it again when it's over there, add some pictures and some screenshots and hyperlinks, and so that does take a little bit of time. Um, yeah, I think that's it for really now. 6:49. I think that's pretty good. I don't think I have anything else to say. And after I finish that podcast article, I need to work on the big interview I talked about last week. After that interview, I did purchase Andrew's Diseases, which is a highly recommended book. All dermatologists read it in their residency. And one thing I learned is, at least for this particular person who I talked to, they read it every year in residency. So basically, they've read it 3 times. And so, sometimes when I hear things like that, I set those kind of goals myself. So I have started reading that book. And by reading, I mean listening. And that's like a hack that I have for consuming a lot of content. But I do plan to sit down and do a lot of studying with the actual reading of the text so that I can actually take it in. The last thing I will share today at work, one of the staff members, she kind of asked me, like how I made my decision to pick the job that I have. And so I was just talking to her about sort of the things that were really important to me as far as a checklist. And she told me that she wants to be a PA. And her interests were kind of like women's health, cardiac, and she did mention ortho, but I think that was mainly because someone had suggested that she could come shadow them. So I don't know if she's really interested in it or she was just interested in the opportunity. But she's from Texas, but I think she's from Dallas, but she moved here specifically from Houston. And so she's in the market for a mentor and for some providers to shadow, specifically PAs, so she can kind of just learn a little more. And so, if you're watching this and you are a PA or you know of one who's in the Northern Virginia area, I don't even know. I should probably find out if she lives in DC, Maryland, or Virginia. But it sounds like it doesn't matter. I think she's really eager to kind of just get her footing in. And so, yeah, if you're hearing this and you're interested, you know someone, please forward me the information so I can forward it to her or set up a meeting to see if it's a good fit. And if you've never mentored and you're interested and you also just want to know like how to do it or some suggestions, because there's no perfect way to do it, multiple ways you can do it. Yeah, I can share some tips with you. I actually need to write an article about that because that's a very common question I get. And that's one of the other reasons I started the blog. 3 reasons I started the blog, the Mahogany Dermatology blog. One was to just share my journey. 2 was to help with all the learning I'm doing to put it somewhere. I always find that if I am in a teaching position, all of us, we learn more. So it was there to help with retention. And also because most of us have the same questions, and it's just a great place to put them to share them with everyone. And so one thing that really helps me a lot is because I do get asked the same questions, is if I write them down and share it, then I can just direct people to that, and it's a better use of my time. And then people who might be too shy or who just might do a simple Google search can find the information and, do with it what they will. So, oh, that's 10 minutes. That's perfect. So, thank you so much for understanding my schedule. I and for waiting one more day to hear my story on how I got into derm. I think that's all. If you have any channels, Vlogma channels, maybe you make your own channel or you have one that you really like, share it with me. I love to discover new people. There's a few people who I met, who I discovered doing Vlogmas like over the years, who I follow to this day. And so this is like, that's another really great sort of advantage to Vlogma and beta and the other months where people vlog every day is you can find new content creators. So that's all I have for now. I'm curious to see how this turns out. And I was going to try to give you guys a different background, but as you can see, that hasn't happened yet, but maybe tomorrow. So have a good night and see you tomorrow.